first any of his movies. Now what's great is that if it is a premiere, the red carpet will roll and will roll down to the right down Courtney Place, and we're going to drive down there later. So with that in mind, you realise that you're not actually in Wellington, you're in Wellywood. You are in the film capital of this fine nation. I don't know, can anybody name any other New Zealand made movies? Oh, Jim's desperate. The Hobbit will be releasing in November, and that's the next thing that Wellington's going to put Wellington on the map. And you watch for that because it will be featured. You know, if you know, has anyone seen the Piano or Whale Rider? The Piano. Anna Paquin, the won an Academy Award. She used to live in my street. That's how small this town is. But anyway. The population of Wellington, a great question. 360,000 in the inner city area, but if you take in the commuter suburbs, we're up to 500,000. Okay, so quite a small capital to service the nation. So, and it's located in Wellington, halfway down the islands, the two islands, but we weren't always the capital. Does anyone know where the capital used to be? Auckland, indeed. 1865 we became the capital of New Zealand, so it was decided that we needed somewhere a little more south to place the capital. Here we go. Now somebody asked if I was from Wellington, and I said I'm from Brooklyn, and you can pick that by my accent, can't you? That lovely Brooklynese accent. Well, I am really. I've lived in Brooklyn, Wellington since 1985, so I call myself a girl from Brooklyn, but I don't know if I'd cut it in New York at all, but I have yet to go there. I've been to New York, but I haven't quite made it to Brooklyn, so that's on the agenda. So
Jennifer,
there we are. Hello.
That's another thing in common with J-Lo.
J-Lo, is she from Brooklyn? She's from New York.
Where's she from? The Bronx.
J-Lo, you see, I'm Jennifer Luman, L-O-O-M-A-N. I was J-Lo before she was, okay?
She's from the Bronx, I'm sorry.
She's from the Bronx. That never sounds so good to me, the Bronx. I don't know, but is it all right? Is it all right?
Any Bronx people?
Any Bronxonians?
No, we got some Bronx.
We got some Bronx boys out the back. Are they rappers? Can these guys rap, Jim? I would have thought anyone from the Bronx would have to be able to rap. Sorry, you know how silly my knowledge is.
Christmas holiday.
Okay, well, we'll haul back on the rapping, otherwise I might break into some too. Wouldn't give it to Jim, the microphone. He could do it, I'm sure. Okay, in front of us we have a bunch of trees, and over behind those trees is a cricket ground, and I know you're all fascinated with cricket, aren't you? Can't wait to play your next game. That is the Basin Reserve. We're just swinging around. You'll see it on the right. A very important cricket ground for us here in Wellington. It is the important cricket ground for this region. And what's really interesting is it was once an inland harbour. An inland harbour. So what made it change? Well, really the thing that underpins Wellington is living with our geography and our weather. We, prior to Christchurch's tragedies of late, we were the earthquake capital, and we had a very major earthquake in 1855 which measured 8.2. 8.2. Hugely significant. This harbour on my right was pushed up, and the land has been reclaimed as the cricket ground. The inner harbour area, also, where Te Papa is, for instance, is sitting on reclaimed land. So pushed up, flattened, and built up, suitable for constructing upon. In the inner city of Wellington, much of it is on reclaimed land. Check out those gates over there. We're going to talk about that. That's the Governor-General's residence. The Governor-General is the representative of the Queen here in New Zealand. Because you do know that the Queen of England is also the Queen of New Zealand. We're a Commonwealth nation, and she is head of state. Now, she can't be here on a day-to-day basis ministering to us, so we have an appointed person called the Governor-General. It is a 5-year appointment, and they are usually folk who've had legendary careers in the law or the arts, and in this case our current Governor-General is Sir Jerry Mateparae. He's our very first Māori Governor-General, and he was the head of the New Zealand Defence Forces. So he's a good guy actually. He's been very popular, and very shortly we will see Government House where the Governor-General lives. That'll be coming up on our left shortly. And so you'll see the closest thing we have to a palace in New Zealand, and it's up in the trees. You're getting right, but it's just after this orange sign on the left here. we should be able to look up into the trees and see Government House, the home of the Governor-General. There it is, the brown roofed wonder. And they're very generous with their government house. The large charities can hire it.